XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. If we refer to our analysis in my last video, since the price was within this move, I was keep mentioning the price can drop, and this is exactly what we get. All right. And as we can see, we get the internal flat in relative to this. Okay. We mentioned if we wants to look for buy, we prefer the price to drop. As we can see, the price drop almost near to the previous low, and this is what we have been looking for. Okay, and now we want to see what's this and how we can look for the next trade. Anyway, we move to higher time frame. We move to the daily chart. As we can see, based on daily chart, price to drop to 1.06, what we expected. Then the next target was 0.85. Price drop almost to near to our target, which is 0.95, but it couldn't take 0.85. Okay, because we mentioned from there, if we get any reversal, we can look for trade. Now the question is whether this is the start of the reversal or we can expect the price to consolidate here for a longer time. Anyway, we move to forward chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. The only things based on forward chart, we can mention that we can put, the question is, can we put this one in relative to this for the bigger correction? This is what we have been looking for. That's why when the price was here within this move, we can expect the price to drop. Anyway, the price drop, reverse, now we see the flat. Okay, now the question is whether this is the start of the up move or is still this flat can give us one more drop similar to what we get here for the deeper correction. Okay, that's why if we want to look for trade when the price was within this move, we mentioned if the price drop, we can look for buy. This is what we get. Now we want to see whether there is a continuation or not. Okay, in this case, we move to lower time frame, and if we refer to our analysis, we mentioned as long as the price haven't retested this low, if we get any trade, this is the targets we look. But as we can see, even still, if anyone they get them, they get the trade and they keep the trade. No, I think they should start to manage their trade, because right now we're looking at this. And any trade from now we consider as a short term, and these targets is not valid anymore. Okay, because as we can see, the price retest the previous low. Okay, if we get any trade from here, we consider as a short-term trade. Okay, because still we can expect this one move a bit higher. We can look for this flat for the price to drop. Okay, that's mean if this one turn to bigger correction, it can give us better confirmation. But if this is the only one, the only way we can look for trade having entry above this, and we consider as a short-term trade. Okay, it doesn't mean this, it cannot be in start of the reversal. Maybe this is the start of the reversal, but from now, if we want to look for trade, we consider as a short-term trade. That means as long as we get into the profit, we start to manage it. All right, anyway, right now we're looking at this. We want to see whether we can get any buy setup. All right, and if this one turn to more, deeper correction, that means we will be within this one for the few more hours, 3 to 4 hours, it can give us better confirmation. Anyway, the only thing is we want to see whether this is a flat for one more drop. That means if we get any sharp move either from here or higher with the flag, this is where we can confirm the price is going to retest this low. But if this one turn to a big correction, we can look for buy. As I mentioned, right now, if you want to look for buy, the only way is to have entry above that. But it's very risky because simply the price can take and reverse. It depends on the traders. For me, I prefer if this one turn to a bigger correction, because any bigger correction can give us a better trade, better confirmation rather than this one. Okay. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.